And new information today in the Delphi double murders trial as the jury watches law enforcement interviews with the suspect, Richard Allen.
Yeah, and that's exactly where we're going to start in Delphi with new details we're learning now from Richard Allen's interviews from October of 2022. Thanks for joining us here first at 4. I'm Nick McGill.
And I'm Dan Spieler in for Aaliyah. Today the jury heard 2 videotaped police interviews and also from prison employees who say Allen confessed to the killings. Allen is charged with the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German, who were found dead in 2017. Fox 59's Russ McQuaid watched those interviews along with the jury, and he has new details today from court. Russ, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dan. It was on October 13th, 2022, 5.5 years after the bodies of Abby Williams and Libby German were discovered near the Monon High Bridge when detectives brought Richard Allen in for questioning. First, they Mirandized him, gave him his rights. They told him he was not a suspect in the killings, but within 90 minutes, it was obvious they thought they had their Delphi double killer. Within 2 weeks, he was under arrest, and within 6 months, apparently, Richard Allen agreed with them. The jurors watched 2 videotapes of Richard Allen freely signing away his right to remain silent and consult an attorney before he was told that witnesses put him in the vicinity of the Monon High Bridge the afternoon Libby and Abby were abducted and killed. During the first 30 minutes of the interview with former Delphi Police Chief Steve Mullen, Allen appears conversational and cooperative in talking to the investigators, but he becomes cautious when asked about what he was wearing the day of the murders and what became of the cell phone he was carrying that day, a cell phone police say they still can't find. Then, at about the 52-minute mark of the interview, it seems to dawn on Allen that investigators are questioning him like a suspect, and he says, "I don't want to be somebody's fall guy. I'm starting to feel like your main lead. You're not going to find anything to connect me to the murders, so I'm not worried about it." That's when detectives say they just want to look at Allen's car and his house. And that's when Allen says, quote, "I'm not going to have police going through my house and stuff." The interview became combative when Allen was shown a photograph of Bridge Guy and told his clothes that he wore that day looked the same way as the killer is dressed. Allen says, "If that's taken with the girl's phone, that's not me." Allen then added that a lot of people wear blue jeans and dark jackets, to which the investigator replied, "But not walking the bridge that day." At that point, Allen said, "We're done here, arrest me or take me home." And that's what detectives did, only to serve an Indiana State Police search warrant a couple hours later when the gun investigators say that ties Allen to the unspent round found at the murder scene was recovered. When Allen was shipped off to the Westville Correctional Facility, a maximum security state prison for his own safekeeping before the trial, that's when Warden John Gallipo told the jurors this afternoon that Allen filled out a piece of paper and it read, quote, "I'm ready to officially confess for killing Abby and Libby, and I hope I get the opportunity to tell the families I'm sorry." And that's represented here in a court-approved replica of that confession note. Gallipo also told the jurors that Allen told him that he disposed of a box cutter in a dumpster behind the CVS store where he worked here in Delphi. A pathologist who conducted the autopsy on the girls' bodies said their necks were slit with a sharp-edged blade, such as a box cutter. Live in Delphi, Russ McQuaid, Fox 59 News.
All right, Russ, thank you. Obviously, a lot of information coming out here in court today. This is really the first time the jurors have heard Allen's voice. How did that play out with the jury? Were you able to see their reaction to all this information?
Well, the jury sits impassively. Yesterday was quite emotional looking at crime scene videos, but for the most part, the jury does sit there impassively. They take a lot of notes. However, it's been my experience in watching juries that jurors often try to understand what's going on inside the mind of the person they later have to make a judgment about. So you can imagine if they're sitting there wondering, how would I stand up under such questioning, or what would anybody say? And it was interesting at one point during one of these interviews, the jurors saw that Richard Allen's wife, Kathy Allen, came into the room as Richard pleaded with her, "Honey, you know who I am. You know I didn't do this." At that point, Kathy Allen, sitting in the gallery, stifled back a bit of a sob.
All right. Ressler, thank you. We'll continue, of course, to follow the very latest developments day by day as this trial continues to unfold. You can see all the updates right now on our website, fox59.com.
Meantime, we're